Is Hafan y Môr the best haven site in North Wales? Let's find out. We've just come back from a great stay at another haven site, Hafan y Môr in North Wales, where we spent 4 nights on a Euro pitch for £16 per night. We were travelling with friends who hired one of the silver grade caravans. More on that later. The site is located on the Llyn Peninsula in North Wales. There aren't any waterways nearby, but the roads are pretty good from all directions. If you're coming from the north, use the A55 and the A487. From the east, it's the A5 and the A470. And from the south, the A470 will bring you most of the way. That said, this is rural Wales, so it's well worth planning your route in advance. It's easy to end up on a narrow country lane if your sat-nav gets a bit adventurous. Hafan y Môr is a large site spread over more than 75 acres, and it's one of the biggest haven parks we've stayed in. It's just off the A497 with a touring area close to the main entrance. All 75 pitches here are Euro pitches. There are no other types available. There's a wide range of other accommodation here though, including 122 apartments, a reminder of the park's history as the old Pwllheli Butlins, and around 1,300 static caravans spread across the large site. One unique feature is that the Cambrian Coast Railway runs right through the middle of the park, splitting the site into north and south sections, with a well-maintained bridge providing easy access between the two for both cars and pedestrians. Penny Change Station is right on the edge of the site with around 6 trains a day. However, it's worth noting that trains only stop there if you request it in advance. There's also a 9-hole golf course on site, although currently it's only available to owners. The park also has direct access to the beach, so there is plenty of space to get out and explore. As usual with haven sites, the check-in process was smooth and straightforward. We made a quick stop at the main reception before being redirected to the dedicated touring site just a short distance away. I have to say that the wardens here, Sue, Clive and Stuart, were first class, friendly, helpful and welcoming from the moment we arrived. They really set the tone for a relaxed and enjoyable stay. As we said, all of the pitches here are Euro pitches, which means they are fully serviced, electric hookup, fresh water and grey waste all at your pitch. Each pitch is divided by a hedge, so you'll get a bit of privacy and a good feeling of space. There was plenty of room for both our van and our awning, and the pitch itself was level and well maintained with no need for ramps. The touring area, like the rest of the site, is well maintained and has a spacious, open feel. A nice extra touch, every pitch has a QR code which you can scan to order food and have it delivered straight to your pitch. The toilet block is relatively small considering there are 75 pitches, but we had no issues in getting access, even with the site being fairly busy during our stay. The showers were excellent, each with its own small changing area, and everything was spotlessly clean and checked regularly. Next to the main block there's a small washing up station and a separate accessible toilet. The central rubbish and recycling point is just a short walk away, as is the Elson point. There are a few extra facilities worth mentioning too. There's a large, well-equipped gym on site if you want to keep up with your fitness routine while you're away. There's also a laundrette, which is handy if you need to freshen things up. There's a bus stop within the site with hourly services to both Pwllheli and Porthmadog, making it easy to explore the local area without the need to drive. We were travelling with friends who stayed in one of the silver grade caravans, which cost £395 for 4 nights. It had 2 bedrooms and was nicely furnished with central heating and double glazing to keep things cosy. Patio doors opened out onto a private decking area, a great spot to sit out when the weather's good. Inside there was a large TV and DVD player and a second 22-inch TV in the main bedroom. The kitchen was well equipped with a fridge freezer and microwave, and the shower room was modern and clean with a separate toilet. There's a good selection of food options on site. The main restaurant is the Coast House Bar and Grill. It's typical pub style food served in a relaxed setting with some dog friendly areas inside too. We ate here a couple of times and the menu had something for everyone, but disappointingly a few dishes were sold out and they wouldn't get restocked until after our stay. There's also a decent amount of outdoor seating, not just here, but for all the food and drink venues on site. You've got the full lineup of Haven favourites too. Chopsticks for quick and tasty rice and noodle boxes, Slim Chickens, Burger King, Papa John's, Cook's Fish and Chips and Millie's Cookies. There were a couple of newer additions as well, including the Cakery, offering sweet cakes and coffee, and the HMS Glendower pub, which had more of a traditional pub feel with quizzes, darts and pub games. There's no sign of a Wetherspoons yet, but given the size and popularity of this site, it probably won't be long. For drinks and entertainment in the main complex, you've got two main venues, the Cove and the Broadwalk, both with bars, arcades and large seating areas. Entertainment is the usual Haven mix of bingo, kids discos and cash shows. It's not for everyone, but it's there if you want it, and easy enough to avoid if you don't. Given the size of the site, it's no surprise there are two supermarkets, one in the north and one in the south. Both are well stocked with co-op items and have pretty much everything you need during your stay. The northern shop is slightly smaller, but both are easy to reach from most areas of the park. There's also a gift shop on site if you fancy picking up a souvenir or two. There's loads to keep you busy on site, whatever your age. The swimming pool complex is a big draw, with large slides, a splash zone and good sized pool for general swimming. Around the site you'll find bike hire, multiple play parks, a creative studio for crafts and activities, plus more adventurous options like rope courses, pedal boats, the drop zone and crazy golf. Check the website for the complete list. If you're after something a bit more relaxed, there's the direct access to the beach, a mix of sand and shale with lovely views across Traumatic Bay. The Wales Coast Path runs right across the beach, so there are some great walks in both directions if you fancy stretching your legs. Portmeirion is a unique and colourful Italian-style village on the North Wales coast. Designed by architect Clough Williams Ellis, it's a great place to wander with quirky buildings, shops, gardens and coastal views. It's unlike anywhere else in Wales and well worth a few hours of your time. The Tŷ Coch is a legendary beachside pub tucked away in a small bay at Morfanevin. You'll need to walk the last stretch across the golf course or along the sand, but it's worth it for the views and the atmosphere. A perfect spot for a pint with your feet in the warm sand. Beaumaris is a charming seaside town on the east coast of Anglesey, known for its impressive castle and lovely waterfront. There's a mix of independent shops, cafes and great views across the Menai Strait. It's a relaxed place to spend an afternoon. Llandudno is a classic Victorian seaside resort with a wide promenade, a large beach and a traditional pier. Take the tram or drive up to the Great Orme for stunning views and walking trails. It's family friendly, walkable and has a proper old school charm. Barmouth sits on the edge of Snowdonia where the mountains meet the sea, with a long sandy beach and a lively harbour area. The railway bridge and seafront make it a great place for a walk or an ice cream. It has a laid-back, no-frills seaside feel that's easy to enjoy. We really enjoyed our stay at Hafan y Mor. The touring site was first class. It's spacious, well maintained and supported by excellent facilities and friendly, helpful staff. The location is ideal for exploring the North Wales coast, with loads to do on both site and in the surrounding area. It was also good to see Haven continuing to invest in the site, with new additions like the Cakery and the HMS Glendower pub adding a bit more variety. The weather during our stay was absolutely glorious, which definitely helped show off the site to its best. But even without the sunshine, there's plenty here to keep you entertained. All in all, it's a well-run site in a fantastic location and we would definitely go back again. We hope you've enjoyed this review. Thanks for watching, and if you have any questions then please leave us a comment and don't forget to like and subscribe. It really does help the channel grow. Do check out the other videos and playlists for more helpful travel reviews, and we look forward to seeing you again in another video.